It's Week 14 of the NFL, and we'll see Tom Brady. He's been sensational as he leads the league in touchdown passes. It's the Buccaneers and the 49ers. All that and more coming up next.
We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the San Francisco 49ers. Brandon Gaudin, as always, joined by my good friend Charles Davis. And CD, you look at the Niners in this matchup. They're squaring off against a very tough unit to throw against.
And this is not one of the better passing offenses in the league to begin with, Brandon. And to illustrate that point, they're down near the bottom of the power ranking, so the focus is going to need to be on possession-type throws. Whether they're trying to use their running backs or tight ends a little bit more, the big thing is to make sure the quarterback gets it out of his hands quickly to his receivers, and they hope to gain an advantage that way.
Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. This one fielded at the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. San Francisco readying for their first drive of the game on offense. And in his 9th season in the league, 6 with the 49ers, it's Jimmy Garoppolo at quarterback.
And Jimmy Garoppolo has shown that he can be a Super Bowl quarterback, but his biggest problem, his ability to stay healthy and remain on the field. When able, he's a capable quarterback prone to winning games both in the regular and postseason.
Jimmy going to look to throw it on the first play. Throw it across his body, and it's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. Ryan Suckup on for the point after. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From the 6. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The 49er offense, they're coming back out onto the field, and we're going to give you a look at the playoff picture now into the weekend in the NFC. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play with this playoff lineup right now? Because to me, just about anyone can win this whole thing out of this grouping we currently have. And by the time we get there, it may look entirely different.
Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they decline it as that will bring up fourth.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you've got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties. And they wisely did not take that one and made it fourth down.
Well, for a little bit, we thought his story had concluded, but not to be. Here's Tom Brady in his 23rd NFL season, leading the Bucs offense out once again.
And if you go by the numbers, he's had a Pro Bowl-type season, and maybe that's even selling him a little bit short. He's the NFL leader in touchdown passes to this point in the year, and with the end of the season not too far away, he's got his guys playing at a very high level.
Brady and the Bucs now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They'll swing this out to Fournette. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. From the 31, Brady. He completes it to Evans. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Brady to Evans that time. 1st down, Tampa.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. The rushing numbers for Fournette from last week, 23 carries, 107 yards.
And the way they ran the ball last week has to bring a smile to the faces of the entire coaching staff, because not only are they seeing a back pile up yardage, they're seeing an offensive line in sync, and that bodes well this late in the season.
Meanwhile, Brady's throw here into the hands of Jones. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 38-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. Throwing now is Brady. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady. This is caught by Evans. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there, and now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams march it right to the goal line and not cash in. They've got something dialed up here that puts it in the end zone.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Now Brady again. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Mike Evans, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Buccaneers go up by 2 touchdowns. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you give the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, and we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. Now it's Ryan Succop after the touchdown to kick it away. Takes it at the 7. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Now Garoppolo on the bootleg. Rolling to his right. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession of the football.
And, partner, I think this is where long-term starters in the NFL separate themselves from the rest of the pack, because there's still 3 full quarters left in this one. More than enough time to move past a pair of early mistakes and find a way to lead your team to a win. Mental resiliency, a characteristic every NFL team's looking for in their quarterback.
Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. Up the gut, Fournette. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. From the gun on 3rd down, Brady caught on the right side by Jones. And he is going to have a Bucs first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. A pretty sizable deficit here in the first quarter. This defense probably need to get off the field in those situations on 3rd down.
And you and I both know in this huddle before that last 3rd down play, that's exactly what they talked about. Let's make a play. Let's get off the field. Let's reverse the momentum. Instead, they got hit with another first down, almost back to the drawing board.
Brady's throw there complete. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Inside handoff now to Fournette. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? They'll try and run forward with Fournette. Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. On 2nd down, fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. He's at the 50, 30, 20. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown. Oh, backbreaker. That'll go the coach. The offensive coordinator just crazy. You get all the way down there to the red zone. Can't capitalize. Instead, they go the other way on the fumble return for a touchdown.
How about the aggressiveness of the defense, though? They're not about to just fall on a fumble, are they? Scoop and score is their motto, and they just did it.
Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And no return here for White. It'll be a touchback. Leonard Fournette and the rest of the Bucs offense set to take over once more. Looking for a bounce back. Had a fumble a moment ago that went for a touchdown the other direction. See if he can get back in rhythm.
And you have to be very careful about having too quick of a hook with really good players. I did a guy's game in high school where he fumbled 3 times in the first quarter, finished with over 300 yards on the night, later ended up in the NFL. If you've got a talented back, give it back to him.
Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now Brady. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football as they've got it with a 2nd and 1 coming up. Brady. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Again, they'll throw with Brady. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. From the 45 on 2nd down, Brady. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. This one to the sideline. He's got it. A nice job to keep the feet in, but he is a bit short here of a first down. They'll go with a big bank Fournette. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
4th and 2 in the NFL, not ordinarily a running down anymore. Usually that ball's moved through the air. They went ahead and gave it to the back, and he ends up picking up the first down. I'm not sure if they fooled him as much as they just did a nice job executing.
Needed 2, and they got 3. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Complete to Jones. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback.
Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A 22-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to extend their lead.
Now that touchdown won't allow you to totally relax, but you can breathe a little easier now. Just increased their lead.
Extra point try now for Suckup. It's good, and it is now 21-7. A 10-play drive that time. And it's Chris Godwin who finishes things off with a touchdown reception. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. Returning from his end zone is Ray McLeod. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Jimmy Garoppolo and the rest of his offense ready for their next possession. And he's had his struggles here early with a couple of interceptions as he'll try to refocus with a 1st and 10 to start this drive. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they have panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. 38-yard line, 2nd and 9. Here's Garoppolo to throw. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. White now to return. 35 yards that time on the punt, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 46 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Brady now on 1st down. And that, incomplete. Daylight in front if he could have held on, but he didn't. So instead it's 2nd down. Now Brady. Now the Niners get there and bring him down. Drake Jackson in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man.
Well, that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Escaping and the pressure gets to him again. Nick Bosa in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season. And that sack certainly just strengthening his candidacy for Defensive Player of the Year. You think he's got that one in the bag yet?
I'm not willing to vote quite yet just because I won't wait till the season's over, but he is really tracking towards it. Just look at all the great plays we've seen from him throughout the season. Strength plays that you referenced there, as well as agility plays. They just have not found a way to block him consistently.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Fielded just inside the 30. And nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. And San Francisco gets set to go here. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Coming in to put a lick on him was Levante David.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And right side, they're going to go option here. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Throwing now is Garoppolo. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. A good passing down here. They send 3 receivers to the right of the formation on second down. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. That's caught. He finds Danny Gray. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, if the goal is to get back into this game, the offense is certainly moving in the wrong direction. This is certainly a case where one team needs big splash plays right now, but unfortunately, it's the other team that's getting them.
So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the first down sack. Garoppolo. Man open, that's Ray McCloud. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Garoppolo. Completes it to Samuel. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Now Garoppolo. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Christian McCaffrey. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Niners get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Gold able to tack on the extra point. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Leonard Fournette making his way back out there. A 1,000-yard campaign in his sights, Charles, but needs a little bit of a kick here down the stretch to reach it.
And sometimes at this stage of the season, you're looking for that extra goal, right? That extra motivation to accomplish what you want, not just as a team, but as individuals. He's got to stretch a little bit to get there. That might be what they're talking about during the practice sessions and their meetings. Hey, we can still get this done. Let's go ahead and feed him the ball.
And the offensive line, I'm sure they're well aware of where he stands as well.
They are, and I think for them, it would be an even better accomplishment to get there now because it seems like a little bit of a reach.
So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Buccaneers out on top. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get to some of these scores around the NFL here in a busy Week 14. Let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Moving on, let's take a look at the next-gen stats in the first half for Tampa Bay. And their passing game has been the reason why they lead thus far. They've had great success moving the ball through 2 quarters of play. Meanwhile, for the Niners, they were on the other end of the spectrum in terms of passing efficiency. That's going to need to improve in the second half to come.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. From the 6. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Bucs ready to go here to begin the third quarter. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Here's a give to Fournette. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Throwing on first down is Brady. And this one is incomplete. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Out route, he finds his man. It's Jones. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5. A shotgun give to Fournette. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. On 2nd and 7, Brady. Little pitch and catch here to Rudolph. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. A pass underneath for Fournette. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So they'll get nothing out of that play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this will remain a 1-touchdown game.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try and work for 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through. And that one winds up no good.
Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. So the missed 56-yarder, and now the flip side. Good starting field position at the 46 near midfield. On first down, Garoppolo. Throw left side, McCaffrey's got it. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. Now Garoppolo on the bootleg. He'll buy some time right. Well, they intercept Garoppolo for the 3rd time. Picked off by Jamel Dean. And the Bucs are going to get the football here at their own 23. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off.
So after the INT, it's Brady. Over the middle to Evans. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. A handoff to Fournette. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. To throw on 2nd and 6. Brady. He finds his target. It's Evans. 68 yards receiving now for him in the game. And a first down on that last catch as well.
Always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. 2nd down, back to Fournette. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. From the gun on 3rd down, Brady. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 29-yard line. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
Throughout his career, Tom Brady has made a living with the quick pass, hasn't he? How about that one? A little slant inside. And I think his arm's gotten stronger throughout his career, too.
Yeah, and you can just see one of many examples of why he's made more trips to the Super Bowl than any other quarterback.
Footwork, intelligence, competitiveness. That's Tom Brady in a nutshell.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Brady. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Brady. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Nick Bosa able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. So Brady departs, and on it's Ryan Succop for the Buccaneer field goal. This one from 48 yards away. Succop's kick is good, and the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. When you think about it, that's a pretty important second-half field goal, Charles. That now stretches this to 2 possessions and really kind of ratchets up the pressure on that opposing sideline.
It certainly does, because that interception and adding a field goal to it, that puts them in firm control of this game right now. They're about 1 more big stop from putting this thing absolutely out of reach.
San Francisco's offense returns to the field. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts, because he definitely needs some assistance.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
It's a loss of the yard, bringing up 3rd and
To throw is Garoppolo. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the fourth and final quarter. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Garoppolo looks to throw. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
From midfield, here's Garoppolo. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Intended for Ray McLeod. Incomplete. He was defended by
Now Garoppolo, gotta have this one. Open man is Ayuk, complete. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they pick up a big chunk of yards to boot. 18 of them. Fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game. They've worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
So they convert on fourth, and now from just outside the 30, here's 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Throwing now is Garoppolo. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
The offense on 3rd down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. So a big kick coming for Robbie Gould. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. The kick by Gould is good, and this is back down to a 7-point game. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
And no return here for Wright. It'll be a touchback. With the Bucs offense making their way back out on the field, let's take a look at the playoff picture, Charles, coming into the weekend in the NFC. And for the moment, they're sitting pretty in possession of that number 2 seed, but as we know it often happens, this is all still subject to change.
You're so right about that, but even though the math isn't there yet, I think it's going to take new math for them not to make the playoffs. They're almost certainly going to be in the tournament and certainly going to be a dangerous team if you have to play against them. Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Brady's throw on target to Godwin here. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
It's a gain of 8. Brings us 2nd and 2 at the 45-yard line.
From the 45 on 2nd down. Brady looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
A gain of 7. And the Buccaneers first down.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now Leonard Fournette. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. On 2nd and 11 now. Brady, he'll set up the screen to Fournette. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. On third down. Fournette. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
Brady to throw for it on 4th down. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion, and defensively pure frustration. Throwing on first down is Brady. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. They go back to the ground now with Fournette. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Brady to throw on 3rd and 1. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Evans. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
For many people, that's not your standard play call in that 3rd down situation. But for so many offenses, they just want the ball in the hands of their playmakers in open space. And after he caught it, he did a nice job picking up the first down.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Into the red zone, it's Brady. And he wisely will throw that one away. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Fournette. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Brady. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Succop's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So his 2nd field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
Takes it at the 7. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So Jimmy Garoppolo and the offense down by 10. A little under 2.5 to go. They have all 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning, but they need 2 scores. Garoppolo now, first down throw. Able to complete this one to McLeod. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Being chased out left. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw is Garoppolo. This one caught by Kittle. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 33. Back to throw, Garoppolo. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. The 49ers moving hastily. They're scurrying to the line. Meanwhile, Garoppolo's throw complete there to McLeod. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And now look at him go. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
Well, this defense just continuing to do their thing, and now they add on to that lead with another pick six.
And how about the way they've played this entire game? Not only they put their stamp on it, but every time they try and mount an offensive challenge, they find a way to thwart it. And multiple pick sixes, oh yeah, they'll enjoy watching this tape after the game.
Extra point put through by Succop, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
Fielded right around the 8. San Francisco set to go on offense once more.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And yet again, it's Garoppolo. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. On first down, Garoppolo. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. One final try now for Garoppolo. Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds.
What a performance. All those points put on the board. And, Charles, it wasn't just by the offense. The defense put some points on the board as well. They were solid today.
Yeah, it was a complete effort to secure the win, and both sides of the ball made big plays. But how demoralizing is it when the opposing defense can take one all the way back against you? And that was the case here. That really sparked them to victory.
So for the Bucs, it's a 10th win on the year as they move to 10-3. And they'll return home next week to take on the Cincinnati.